Hi everyone, update number 11. Okay, so what have I been doing? Right, I've now created the Gen 2 circuit and it runs quite nicely. Let's take a look. There we go. I've decided to stick it on a board similar to the Daft Man style. Simple reason being that the Gen 3 that I've got on the drawing board is well, there's only 2 additions to the circuit, which hopefully will feed everything back to source. So at the moment it's going into those 2 capacitors, all the back EMF. So what else have I changed? Okay, cat bank is there. I've added them all together in one great big row. I've got an analog meter there, running quite nicely. It's actually running at 36 milliamps at the moment. It'll take me a moment to bring it back down to 34, which is about there. There we go. So that's it running at the moment. It's got the G-Field add-on, which is the top bit. It's running quite nicely. It's also running, because I'm now running a Darlington pair in there, it's now running a little bit faster for the same amount of current. The recovery generators have been disconnected at the moment while I just test the Gen 2 circuit. I'm also overhauling the generator system to use my new Schottky diodes, which is wonderful. Now, that is the remains of one of the spools that I use to wind my main coil. I'm going to cut up some M4 threaded rod again to go in the middle, and that will slide in. If I can. Nope, perhaps not. Come on, get on with it. There we go. So I've tried that before and managed to bend the copper shaft in the middle. Oops, it won't. But there we go. What can I say? The Darlington pair, which is there, bolted to a heatsink, even though that's completely unnecessary, but I decided to do it anyway. The original pot and static resistors that I was using are there. One 1K pot there, and one 100 ohm pot there. They're the turn types, so you need a small flat bladed screwdriver to turn the things there. Very, very accurate they are. However, with the Darlington pair, I need bucket loads more of resistance in order to tune it back down again. So I've gone back to my, well, it's a dual channel 20k pot, but because I've linked both channels in parallel, it's now a 10k pot. Right, so I've been using that. It requires somewhere in the region of 3 to 5 kilo ohm resistance compared to the normal bedini, which is 500 ohm to about 1.5 kilo ohms, something like that. There we go. While I was doing the Gen 2, this transistor decided to pop on me, which turned the coil on continuous. Nice. So, you guys know, the C3150 requires a neon. Right, however, the C4106 does not. That's because the C4106, it's stopped. Why is it stopped? It's fine. Get going again. As I was saying, the C4106 is rated up to 400 volts, so you don't actually need a neon with it. So there we go, that's where I'm up to at the moment. I'm currently overhauling the generator system, see if I can get what's left out of it. Okay, comments, suggestions, feel free to email me. Anyone wants to add me to their MSN, feel free. Talk to you later, people.